Good morning, my howlers. Today I'm drinking coffee and I'm gonna film some video later on sigils and everything involved in sigil work. And then this morning I think I'm going to talk about kitchen magic, kitchen witching. But I'm gonna wait until there's a couple more people in the room. I did start a half an hour early, so that's the thing. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, well, I guess not. Let's share this. La 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 la. I might need more coffee. I might pop my tablet on screen just to make things easier. I don't know. I don't know if it will make things easier or not. Oh. Oh, did I ever do that? I don't know that I did. Checking my YouTube schedule, and I'm like, I don't know if I did these things that I scheduled myself for. Oh, that was short. Maybe copyright-free music here has more mixes? Ambient and chill. Okay, I think we're situated there. If there is a friend there, please say hello. It would be super cool. I know it's early. It's an awkward time. Witchy things, witchy things. Whoa. Witchy things. I guess I should start, even though there aren't people here. My niece might have woken up. I don't know. Let's see. Looking through my grimoire. Since my wee one is asleep, maybe I can talk about working with the dead like I meant to yesterday. Yesterday we talked about binding for sure, but I think for the next 20 minutes I will talk about working with the dead. So when invoking, you have like 3 options, well more than that, but 3 options. You can summon, oh, damn you YouTube. It says that I'm not receiving enough video, but that is bull, because OBS says I have a great ping, so I don't know what YouTube is trying to do. All right. So you can invoke gods, you can invoke other spirits, or you can invoke, oh no, you're not late. I'm glad you're here. I just started like 20 minutes early. I'm trying to keep it down to a dull roar. While my niece is asleep, I thought I would talk about working with the dead until 9, and then I'd talk about kitchen witching, which I could talk quite a lot about kitchen witching. I went through like a year of kitchen witching. I still do it, but it's not like a focus of my practice anymore. It is a particularly potent magic that I tap into every once in a while, but for instance, I made a, no, I'll go into it later. Let's see. So since I mentioned that you can talk to like ancestors and ghosts and stuff like that, first you need a link to the dead, be it ashes or memories or something, just photos of, you know, an heirloom of some kind, whatever. If you can only get the dirt from their grave, pay for it. Dirt from policemen and soldiers is great for protection and curses. Dirt from musicians would be good for learning their key instrument, etc. You can pay homage to the dead by working with deities associated with the dead, traditional rituals that make sure they don't get stuck here and otherwise take care of them. Oh, really? That's really fun. Kitchen witch was my handle pretty much everywhere forever. Oh, I'm like looking at my lap the whole time. Maybe I should prop my book up so that I'm not looking at my lap. So there is like etiquette when working with the dead. Like I mentioned, you can, if you take dirt from their grave, you have to pay for it. Usually you can literally pay for it with coins. It's a token of respect to leave money. Don't point at or take photos of ghosts. As fun as it might be, it's pretty rude. Say sorry if you step over a grave site, because, you know, there's a That's sacred space, right? It's bad luck to wear anything new to a cemetery, most especially shoes. Don't whistle or you tempt death. You don't want to yawn because that's basically inviting ghosts into your body. And if you smell roses when there are no roses around, it's a sign that a benevolent spirit is around. So, as I mentioned, the person who takes something from a grave will return more than he took. And something to consider when you go to a graveyard to work with the dead is every cemetery has a guardian. Every graveyard has a guardian, so you might have to like hash out a deal with the guardian before you can work with anything in the cemetery. And on top of that, like I said, you would offer more than you took. So I like to have conversations with people. I don't normally take things. When you enter a graveyard, you should, oh, this actually says, you should ask permission from the guardian and maybe bring an offering to the guardian. It's probably a good idea. I also recommend wearing protection of some kind so that you don't have any hitchhikers. Because, hitchhikers, no bueno. Also, don't whistle when you're in a graveyard, because you tempt death to show up. Sorry, I have music playing. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. I could probably turn it up. I could probably turn it up. Let's move this window here. I don't even know how long this is. 45 minutes? Okay. I am trying to get myself situated. Hold on. So are there any questions about working with, if you want to, I guess I could also talk about ancestor work. Yeah, I gotcha. But if we're talking about working with the dead, we can also talk about ancestors. Again, you would have some kind of effect. So, like an heirloom is usually used, a photo. Still like getting sleep out of my eyes. Samhain is usually, and like All Saints Day, November 1st, are all usually the best days for ancestor work. Like All Saints Day is actually for talking to your ancestors. Like that's actually the holiday you do that. It's super easy to do on Samhain though. I'll usually have like a shrine set up so that I'll have people over for Halloween, and they can put up like some kind of jewelry is often used. A photo is often used. They can, and then they can burn some incense in their honor. And you offer fruit, you offer food. Oftentimes you can offer a place at the table, like a, what's the word for it? The wake. Like you can basically hold a wake for your ancestors. So Samhain and All Saints Day, they are usually set up in such a way that you're mostly paying homage rather than tapping into them for advice or work or anything like that. I don't often ask for ancestors to do stuff. I think because they did all their work in life. Like, I feel like it's rude to ask them for help now. I would just rather pay homage to them, you know, when the veil is thin, and you can invoke them. So also during Samhain, I do like a burning bowl. So I have my cauldron set up, and they write like their their intention for the year on a piece of paper. They burn it, throw it into the cauldron. So you could probably invoke your ancestor while you are burning your intention, probably. That's probably a thing. Okay. Oh, I am covered in mosquito bites. I'm sorry if I like bend over or look weird in a weird position. The backs of my legs are pretty much red with like just red dots. A really good time to invoke ancestors or spirits in general is divination. Ouija is often used. It's a silly game for kids, but it's also like a form of dowsing for witches. So you basically ask, that's interesting. So something to, think about. Hello, dear Rob. I do not, Dia? I'm going to assume Dia. I don't remember seeing you on my stream, but you are more than welcome to come and get comfy and have some coffee and ask questions. Yep, just passing by. Throw a like if you are apt to doing such things, and thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Oh, what was I saying? Tarot and divination and stuff like that. I often call upon ancestors sometimes, but mostly just general spirits to, it's pronounced Dea, but you already struggled to pronounce it last time. Oh, that's right. We have talked. Inebriated, maybe, yeah. I was probably inebriated. You're absolutely right. I think I need more coffee. I think that's probably a thing. But don't feel obligated to stay. I think that was my point. Let's see here. I was talking about tapping into spirits. But when working with spirits with divination, you also want to protect yourself. Because like I said, hitchhikers, totally a thing. So black tourmaline is particularly helpful. Amethyst is particularly helpful. Depending on why you are using tarot, you might have other stones like citrine or adventurine or rose quartz, stuff like that. It depends on your purpose. Really great when doing spell work with tarot as opposed to divining for someone. I need to bring up OBS because I keep watching my playback. There we go. English, I know it. I don't know if you guys can hear my music. Maybe I like that. Maybe. I want it to be soft, but I don't want it to drown me out, you know? I've been, citrine is your birthstone. That's amazing. That's you, fortune baby. Citrine is really great for fortune. Fortune and money and luck. Definitely coffee. I'm going to let you guys come with me. It's like vlogging, right? Make sure I don't knock over my... I've been wondering if it's okay to have pink quartz and pink opals together. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't see why that would be a problem at all. Depending on your, if you are like protecting your heart or you're opening your heart, just doing heart work, you know, and love work, and I would concentrate on self-love rather than mind control magic. That gets hazy. But yeah, pink quartz and pink opals together, I would think they would bolster each other. I think they work together really well. Sorry, that was loud. Bring you guys over here so it's not so loud. When Mr. Sage and I got engaged, my mom paid for us to have a ring designed. It was going to have citrine and 2 diamond chips. Holy crap. But we needed the money to fix Sage's car, so we never got it made. Oh, that's unfortunate. A citrine ring would be amazing. I feel lucky to have, like, you know, citrine chips, just like pieces of rock. Like, the idea of putting it into jewelry just, like, blows my mind. We can talk about stones. Or, well, I did say I was going to talk about kitchen stuff. Kitchen stuff. Let's sit back down. No, I'm still making coffee. Come on, Sako. Good morning, Adventures in Fantasy. It's lovely to see you again. It was stunning, but I'm so sad that we didn't get it made. But I believe the jeweler still has the design, so maybe one day when I have more money. I have lots of obsidian. Obsidian is great for protection. Like general protection, but also psychic protection. Black tourmaline is stronger for psychic protection, but obsidian is good to have too. It is not, so if you use obsidian, use a lot of it. That would be my advice. I have a lot of jewelry with garnet, which is also like soul protection, and obsidian. I used to wear obsidian almost exclusively when I was young. For protection, of course. I have a dragonfly pendant made out of amber. Amber is wonderful. Oh my God, I have such an obsession with amber. It's another wealth and ancestry sort of situation. I'm sure there are other uses for it. I'm going to look them up right now. For amber. The oil and the... Oh, this is Pinterest. That doesn't help. Success and good fortune. Goddess scent. Represents knowledge and history. Good for past life regressions and divinations into the past. So, good little summary there. It's also one of the, it's the solar plexus in the chakra situation. Healing, good luck, since forever. And it has several uses in Feng Shui. Totally a thing. Apparently that's a thing. Good morning, Ginny. It is awesome to see you. I have all the wealth and ancestry stuff, apparently. That's awesome. So, something to consider. Ancestry stuff plus wealth. Especially during this, quarantine time. The wealth stuff is probably really useful. I think I need to pull it out of its hiding place then. Yeah. There are also certain, if you're interested in wealth magic, I think nutmeg is a wealth herb. So stick that in your tea and coffee and stuff, in your food. You got citrine and amber and come on, Sako. It was right on the tip of your tongue. Jeez. Let's sit back down, get my wits about me, drink some more coffee. I also have home magic. So like stuff that you can do in your bedroom, substitutions. Did you know that a purple door is assigned to open-mindedness in the home of a witch? Purple door means it's the house of a witch. Oh, nutmeg for wisdom. Oh, cinnamon for money. Cinnamon for money, not nutmeg. Let's see. You can. So we'll start in the bedroom, and then we'll get our way to the kitchen. You can put sigils placed under your mattress or your pillow for pain-free rest and anything you need, really, whatever the sigil is for. Painted by the previous tenant. Oh, I need to find something to help me survive perimenopause. Oh, geez. Health things and God, what else do you need? Menopause magic. That didn't even occur to me. I should look into that. I'll probably do that. Thanks for the suggestion, Jenny. I definitely know enough, women who are sort of like on that path. Health and mental sigils, yeah. Like self-love, sort of self-care sort of sigils. You can hang, well, like the sigils for, you can do mental, like if you have nightmares, you can do a nightmare sigil. And like I've mentioned in streams in the past, you can use coffee to ward the nightmare as well. Oh, you're technically on that path too? God, you look great for your age. Holy cow. You look young for your age. I'll put it that way. Oh, wealth sigil powder. We were talking about wealth just now. 3 parts eggshell, which is protection. 1 part dried dill, which is money. 1 part dried basil, which is money. Half part cinnamon, also money. Grind together, then use to sigil during money and wealth spells. So that's like adding kerosene to a fire. So things you can do with your bed is place a sigil under your bed, place crystals under your pillow, herbal satchels above the bed. You can do sigils. If you don't like drawing on yourself in henna or in Sharpie or anything like that, you can draw it in lotion on your body. Good morning, Eva. Talking about witchy shit. 35 in November. Oh, but you have a hist. Have 1/3 of an ovary left, so minimal hormone output happening for me. I see. Hello, Eva. You can do sigil work that says, you know, my heat flashes are not severe. I'm sorry, I meant to say 46, so I started around 40. Wow, that's early. That's like super early. Holy cow. Don't scare me like that. I'm 38. Oh, recipes. I guess if we're gonna start talking about yeah, if we're gonna start talking about witchy kitchen stuff, we can start talking about potions and teas and food. I've got, they're all steeped for 10 minutes. That's hectic early. Yeah, no kidding. Psychic healing, meditation tea, dream tea, headache tea. But some of the ingredients are like hard to come by. Early happens, especially hormone therapy treatments. Sangria. Witch's brew. Really what makes witch's brew its thing is moon water. Map on spice cake. Whipped icing. Sage's butter. Haha. For pumpernickel. Moon spell cookies. Samhain soul cakes for offering to the dead. I thought I was hitting the minnow last year. Turned out it was something else. Oh, but I hadn't experienced hot flashes before. Oh. We were talking about crystals before. Oh, citrine is also good for cleansing in general. Yeah. Obsidian and onyx are sacred to Hecate. We were talking about onyx before. We can talk about tools another day. I talked about witches bottle. Well, actually, I haven't talked about witches bottles. Maybe I'll do that another day. Jars, bottles, balls, that sort of thing. These are incantations. Rose onyx is one of my favorite stones. Rose quartz is another. We were just talking about the benefits of onyx and rose quartz. Divination, which I could talk ad nauseum about. Pendulum, do you use one? I don't use one, but I definitely respect those who do. It's a form of dowsing. I did some homework on dowsing. Super fun. On my first date with my now hubby, he gave me a heart made of rose quartz. Aww. Bit off topic, but I was thinking of things you've not covered. Pendulums. I know it in the context of finding stuff as a form of that kind of divination, as opposed to asking yes or no questions. And you know, in fact, now that I think of it, I'm sorry, I need to turn this down just a hair. on my end, because I'm still trying to talk quiet like for the wee one. All right, what was I saying? I don't remember. Okay. So I started talking about witchy stuff last night. My mother is a lie detector when she has her pendulum, which was really fascinating and funny to watch. The rain has begun. It's so dark out. My aesthetic. So crushed eggshell powder is a powerful ingredient for circles or protection. Salt and dragon's blood for extra oomph. Dragon's blood, really great for oomph, for powders and potions and stuff. I ordered it online. I ordered like a big bag of it. So everything smells delicious. My pendulum gets lost all the time. It's the first and only, and I didn't use it much. Pregnancy ginger things, yeah. I think maybe it doesn't want to be my pendulum. You also have to bond with them. So there's also that. I have a pendulum as well, but I use it more like I don't use it for dowsing. I use it for ping, because it's onyx and has a bird skull as the actual pendulum part. Nam Champa is good. Nam Champa is good for offerings. I wouldn't use it for adding oomph to spells. You can use it to cleanse, and you can use it as invoking stuff before you actually start your ritual, but I would not use it to bolster a spell. The others I know who use a pendulum usually are attempting to speak with the dead, not spirits or guides. Ooh, I've never seen that side of it. I don't use salt to add oomph. I use it for cleansing. Salt is really great for protection. So if you, for instance, you know the reason why salt is used to, why you throw salt, if you spill salt, you throw it over your shoulder. It is actually to deter vampires. Because vampires are OCD, they will stop and pick up every grain one at a time and count them. That is the legend, in why you throw salt over your shoulder. That is one of the protective qualities of salt. It also wards the dead. So, you know, hitchhikers and stuff like that, just carry some black salt. Black salt is like the best banishment. Oh my God, it's the best banishment. I make it from scratch. You take the charcoal from a sacred fire, and then you get some black pepper and some like sea salt, and grind it all together until it, also I include ashes from a sacred incense burn. So usually holidays and stuff like that, I'll make black salt. I still have some charcoal left over from Ostara and from La Mas last year. I can't use any sort of incense or heavily fragrant stuff because Mr. Sage has allergies, but when we do rebuild, I will have my own sacred space. That's also why the Count on Sesame Street is the Count. Exactly. It's a joke. I heard it that in China you spill a bag of rice and the vampire will pick up a huge grain. Yep. That is also a thing. Also, vampires in China have the dish in the forehead, so they're invulnerable unless you spill the water. I'm on a stream, just so you know. Let's see. Use sea salt in baths are a slate cleaner. So the cleansing aspect of salt, really great for baths, really great for food, for, you know, cleansing the spirit. You can place a clove of garlic in the four corners of a room to banish ghosts and evil spirits and bad energy. Another way of doing that, here if I can show you. So, there we go. You see like this action. It's a set of charms, and I have mistletoe hung from it, rosemary hung from it, and sage hung from it. And bells and chimes and stuff like that are really great at breaking up bad energy. Is that why chicken soup is so good for the soul? Because of all the salt? Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact. Purple bath bouquet. Crack a walnut in half and remove the fruit. On a piece of small paper, write a figure of how much you wish your finances to grow, but don't be greedy. Light a green candle and drip the wax into the inner halves. Place the paper inside the shells and seal, and then bury the shell. How to make crystals in your kitchen. And this was like a kid's experiment when you were little, still totally valid. Alum, salt, sugar, like rock candy, totally a valid thing. Heat water, merge alum, salt, or sugar gradually until it no longer dissolves. Add food coloring, prepare something for crystals to cling to, like string or something. Leave for 24 hours, repeat if necessary. I tried it with alum, and for some reason it never took. I've had better luck with sugar and salt. If you want to bless your house, like I mentioned, the clove of garlic to protect your house. If you want to bless your house, you can use jars of lavender, sage, sea salt, and white rice, and just put them in the four corners of the house next to the garlic, or put the garlic in the jar with the stuff, and you would basically like that's like the beginnings of making your house a sanctum, which is another fun topic that I could go ad nauseum about. So I'm really big on sanctums. I'm big on safe spaces, and yeah, blocking out the bad stuff and bringing in the good. Definitely part of my paradigm. Oh, bismuth is awesome. I would not put it in anything that you would drink. In fact, I would not put any stone in your water or food. I would not do that. I've been seeing more and more water bottles that have like the stone infusion in the bottom, and I just think it's a bad idea. But I like the shape of bismuth. I think the square shaping is really cool. Where I mentioned, oh, also, if you need some extra stuff and you don't have Florida water, you can put sage in your window cleaner, like in your Windex, and let it steep. You can basically imbue it with protection, and basically only those who mean well can enter your house. Let's do a practice manifestation. Eva's mister will get off early today. It's only 8:30 and I'm done. You want to do a manifestation? I didn't prep anything, but I'm sure we can slap one together. What's today? Today is Tuesday. It's ruled by Mars, best for active and goal-setting magic. Because you want him to get home early. But I have made it happen before, or I take credit, hopefully. I hope for it literally every day, yeah. I was taking it seriously. I was like, I'm sure we can set something up. We're in the first quarter. Momentum challenges, paying attention, sending roots, action, action, action. Sex magic. We could talk about sex magic. Bye, Ginny. Do the food thing. Do the work thing. Have a nice morning. Oh, I'm good. I am being tagged in something. Oh, it's an everyone tag. That's unfortunate. New brand creative lead announced for World of Darkness. That's interesting. Later, Jenny. I am doing nano. That is the thing I am doing. Probably taking it easy this camp. I might do another 15,000 words on a new book. The new moon is on the 20th. That is right. Great for setting intention. New moon nano. Title for idea for a stream. Yeah. Yeah, I should do that. That's fun. Okay, I gotta use the restroom because I've been drinking coffee. When I come back, I have stuff on sex magic. I have stuff on astrology, which could be a talk in and of itself. I got that black salt. We did the naming. Blood magic. Talk about sanctums and guardians. We talk about any of that stuff, I think. Oh, and daily witchcraft. Be right back. Yeah, my eyeballs are about to fly away. Yeah, no kidding. Mine too. Good morning, Kalia.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You saying hi to my peoples?
Hi, 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 hi. Hi. Look, how cute.
Sako, age regressed. Say hi. Oh, let's do it this way. Yeah, there you go. All right, go ahead and get up.
Look, how cute.
Look how cute. Do you want me to turn on the lights in the blanket for it?
Oh,
Yeah. I got a message and I didn't notice. Boop. There you go, baby. So you can watch cartoons and stuff. So today is Tuesday. Oh, I've got an appointment in like 15 minutes. I almost lost track of time. Coffee with Sako and this little darling. Yeah, I'm taking care of my niece. She's wonderful. Yesterday she wanted nothing but fun, but it's a Monday and she has school stuff and we're trying to make school fun. She just doesn't like being told, like, to do anything school-like. So you have to be crafty about how you come at things. God damn. No. That's excessive. Okay. So fire and energy on Tuesdays. Again with the action of the first quarter moon. Repair or maintain small tools, make baked goods, red candle
Nice
for
skirt.
success. Why, thank you.
Ooh, that shirt looks kind of fancy.
Do I look good today? Those are my boobs.
Yeah, and that shirt with skirt's a good look for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I just needed the loo as well.
Oh.
Okay, back up, kiddo. Do you want to talk about magic?
Be right back. My eyeballs are about to float away. Don't let them get too far.
She likes to read.
Good, Sage. Good. I'm back and my eyeballs remain in their sockets. Good, Sage. Good. You okay? Haha. Yes, I just needed the loo. Hello, fashionista youngling.
That was really good.
She's adorable.
I like your inflection too. Yeah. She's also she's my little apprentice. I'll probably go to the craft store today so that she can make her wish box.
Good. Reading is important.
Yeah. She's kind of like my closed captioning. All right. Well, I guess I'm not talking about sex magic. I can talk about chakras. We were talking about citrine before, right? So that would be wisdom. I forget what it says. Power and wisdom. Yeah.
Audio descriptive.
Audio descriptive. We can talk about sanctums and guardians.
What kind of books does she like?
What kind of books do you like? So far, she likes all books, but
It's a secret.
it's a secret.
We were talking about Crichton. Yes.
Citrine.
Yes.
We were talking about citrine, which is the solar plexus and chakras. So that's like power and wisdom. That is where your power and wisdom come from. What are you doing? Cut that out. They didn't want to see that.
I'm just making silly faces.
I know you are, baby. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, let's talk about making. See, with guardians, it gets like shifty because you're awakening a spirit and not necessarily creating a new sentient being. Well, you are creating a new sentient being,
I
but
told my son a tale yesterday about a magical key he has in his treasure box. It opens a star door.
that's the sort of story he likes. What kind of stories do you like?
It's a secret.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell anybody.
Why not? Why is it a secret?
Because if I tell anybody,
Then it's not a secret anymore, right?
then it's not a secret anymore.
You're all about the secrets, huh? So
That's so cool, Eva.
that is cool. I still haven't written my thing about familiars. I'll get to it eventually, I'm sure. The latter half of this book is way better than the first half. Because secrets are magical. It's
Because
true.
secrets are magical.
And also super powerful.
Secrets.
Yes. They're spelling it right because you see the, yeah.
Secret stories are great, so long as you're the one who picks which is a secret and which is not.
Aww. Yeah.
I apparently didn't put my editor brain in this morning. It's still in its jar next to my bed.
Pretty funny, huh? Ha 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 ha. All right, I have other grimoires and such. I think I will save Guardians and Sanctums for another day.
It's Sako to me.
Sako to me.
It's my day too. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, so Eva has a little boy who's a little bit younger than you, and Eva is taking care of him today, just like I'm taking care of you. Oh, I've got like 4 minutes until my appointment. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
That's a good idea.
It's been a wonderful hour, and I will be doing this again tomorrow. And we'll probably talk about Sanctums and Guardians and Servitors and that sort of thing. It gets weird and hazy. And
thanks, Sako.
Do you want to give them the spiel about liking and subscribing?
And if you like this stream, subscribe.
And pound that like button, right?
And
pound like that.
And pound that like button.
Awesome.
Press the share button if you want to share it with a friend.
Indeed. I'll see you.
Thanks, Sako. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Catch you guys on the flip side.
Catch you guys on the bright side.